Hello, hi, how are you? Ever since I started joking about it with my little one, I swear, it's everywhere. And it's so funny. And either today or tomorrow, probably tomorrow, I'm going to redo that gnome bacon. Put my own little spin on it. Probably a couple spins on it. But it's funny to me. Did I do it? Here, yes, I moved it to all messages. Hi, hello, how are you? Okay, let's see. Do do do. Hi, hello. Okay. Okay, it's on all right there. Good morning. I have way too much coffee. um, it's been an eventful morning, I have to say. I filmed, I worked out, and I had a very funny fight. Anybody that knows, if you go on TikTok, I swear my wash rag is falling apart on my face. I feel the fuzzies. Okay. The I need to see it. I told her not to be on it while I'm on, but we'll see. Um so in my membership, yep. Hi, good morning. How are you? Let's go through the normal spiel. My name is Michaela, also known as Gemini Beauty Babe. I am 29. I'm from America. Uh, we have Girl Talk on Wednesdays. We have Coffee Talk for the rest of this month. It'll be every morning. Then after that, it'll be 2-3 times a week. I am restarting music and makeup, which is a thing I do here every Sunday at 10 a.m. Central, 11 Eastern, 9 Mountain, and then 8 Pacific, and then you can figure out your time zone from there. Um, Girl Talk is in the evenings, 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central, 7 Mountain, 6 Pacific, on Wednesdays. Every now and again, I will do hangout music. If you have a specific topic you would want me to talk about in the posts section on YouTube, I have the different topics. You could put a comment or a color scheme for the makeup and music, and I will take that into account once that's in my membership, and make a little blend out of there. With that being said, whatever I don't talk about or do at that moment doesn't mean I will just ignore it. I will do it another time. We do not talk politics or religion here. And if you see a negative comment, joke, or pickup line, outside of that, we respect mods, we respect me. Otherwise, you will either be timed out or blocked from my channel. Okay? Cool. Coffee talk, we drink coffee. If you don't drink coffee, that's fine. You could drink whatever. And we just hang out. Relax. It's a good time. And that's the normal spiel. I do not understand what you just said. I'm so sorry. Um, so there's that. With the membership, anybody can join. It's through Patreon. It's $5 Emerald, $7 Ruby, $3 is Patreon only. Amethyst is Patreon. I am working, like yesterday we worked together. I will have content scheduled. Well, I do have some scheduled, but it'll be scheduled to roll out August 1st. All the benefits are in the post tab as well as on Patreon. I have the link as well as the link tree to my socials and the Patreon down there, but you be respectful over there as well, otherwise you get kicked out. So yeah, that is for that. Other than that, we just have fun, we talk, we hang out. I am discussing and filming my workout routine a little bit. It is, because I was looking back and I never really had it as a series. I just posted it. And at the time, years ago, it was one-up challenges I was doing. Because before that, I had posted it on my Instagram. Before that, it was like Buff Bunny programs. And let's see. The last fitness related video was 6 years ago. Almost 7. No, it was 6. Hang on. I don't remember.
Hey babe, Monday.
Okay, it was June 18th, so it was 6 years ago. Absolutely fucking not. So it will be a series on here. Hi Luna, how are you? It will be a series on here. I don't deal with people like you. It's going to be called Gym Fit. I put in the membership to figure out the logo for it. I will have it as a playlist. I will never talk like my calories on here or anything like that, being that everybody's is different. Even if we were on the same ones, we have totally different body compositions and all of that. Hi Biggie, how are you? How's your morning going? It's only 10 o'clock. It's only 10:10. It seems like so much later than that. But it's going to be called Gym Fit, GEMFIT. It's going to be everything health, wellness, fitness, nutrition from personal. It won't be my professional thing. Any professional input I will have on my GBB Fit YouTube channel. I'm doing great. How are you? It's 4 p.m. here. I forget you're not in America sometimes because I have people from all over. But I'm doing good. I worked out, I filmed, and I got the all clear from my doctor, and I was excited because my workout today left me no pain and no bad side effects. So we're going to keep it like this. He even approved of the program I wrote, so I'm happy. Let's see. What is that? Oh, I like it. Okay. Just because I do Do I have it here? Or did I move it? Hang on. I didn't put it here. I'll get it. Oh no! Well, you could always gain it back. It will come back faster if it hasn't. I at one point, years and years ago, I don't even know if I have it. It's on my Instagram. 4 years ago, like that was my leanest muscle wise. And then I had a bunch of health complications. And I finally, hi, how are you? I finally got cleared. Well, I got cleared months ago, but I finally got cleared enough to where my lungs won't struggle and my back won't put me in pain the rest of the day, because I even mentioned it in what I filmed today. It will be up within the next few days. But it was to the point over the last few years, because I was in a car wreck 11 years ago. Fitness was fine, and then my last fitness video was the One Up Nutrition review that I did 6 years ago on my channel, and it was my ankle fucked up. It was very bad. It was not broken, but it was bad to where it was purple and blue, and I couldn't walk on it for a few months. And that emphasized the injury I had on my lower back, to where, because 11 years ago I was in a car accident. I couldn't walk for 8 months. And then once I got to walking, I was on bed rest because my little girl was in my back while I was pregnant. That was all fine. I started working out. I started posting it here. And then when my ankle got hurt, my lower back overcompensated for it, to where if I moved wrong, or if I put too much weight at once on it while working out, it felt like a metal rod went in my back and it was twisting. And no matter if I sat, stood, walked, it hurt. And I was in bed the rest of the day, and sometimes even the next day. And that's what one of the health issues was over the last 4 years, that I couldn't really work out. I mean, you could ask, if my mom ever came on here, you could even ask her. Like, I had trouble even doing dishes for long, like standing up to do them. I would have to bring a chair over to the sink and do them, because my back hurt so fucking bad. Like, I would feel when it would start, and I'm like, I did too much today. And then I had COVID 2 years ago. And I had to think, because I caught it 4 days before my 27th birthday. And I've been an asthmatic since I was 9. It's better now. But that fucked up my lungs, to where 15, 20 minutes into working out, if I pushed myself too far, I was using both inhalers that I had. I had one for emergency and one that was daily, and I was using those around the clock, and the doctor's like, look, you need to chill out. And I'm like, what, fuck? So, 2 weeks ago, I made like a little deload / recovery thing for whenever it starts hurting, I could do that. That's one of the things that I got certified in. I got certified in beauty for cosmetology, and I also got 10 certifications, and I'm working on 4 right now. And they're 6 months long. Like, I have 6 months to do those, which is fantastic. 5 other courses for mindset, nutrition, and fitness. I have 5 other courses I'm doing, and I'm like, I'm fucking crazy, but I'm doing it. But I have 10 certifications in fitness, so that I can write my own programs, learn how to rehabilitate my injuries, but also exercise recovery for myself as well as others. I like to learn shit when I get a fascination. What started it all off was my injuries. Yeah. I am I'm so sorry about the dislocated disc. I could only imagine the pain with that. Mm. I hope you never have to experience that kind of pain again. I can't even imagine. Have you have you ever got it like fixed? Like, will a doctor fix it? No, that's Wednesday night, Bama. That's Wednesday night. Right now, we're talking about my fitness journey because I will upload it in the next few days. But I started my fitness journey again, working out, and it will be back on this channel. I got it. Yeah, and that helps your back, like working on your core and your glutes. It helps your lower back because it takes over. So your lower back's fine. That's one of the things I learned, and I'm like, okay, so it's not an aesthetic thing that I'll be working on, but it'll be more focused on those two things, and my shoulders, because I have, and I explain it in the video, I have the same goal I did before all the health complications. It does. I have a foam roller to help. Hold on. I have two different foam rollers here, but this one helps. Like, I use this part for my lower back, and then this for like when I'm sore. I forgot I put shit in here. But this hurts like a motherfucker, but it helps. And then when I'm not doing that, I have this one when I need softer. But that stretch band, it's just a simple green one, and it has loops. It's one of these thingies, the little green stretch loop strap. And then it has so many stretches I do in here if I need help, or if I want to target something a little differently. But yeah, my oh damn. Okay, Tori, she won't let me have no bacon, so I'm gonna make some anyways after the video. And she asked me to do a TikTok with it. She said, "Can you do one with makeup and one without makeup for?"
You've been a bad nun, so you don't get any known bacon.
In my defense, he didn't want to walk.
That is a terrible lie.
Go away.
No. Fine.
What? What?
Fine, I'll go then.
She thought it was still part of the skit. No, well, kind of. Functional in the fact that it doesn't trigger anything. Oh, she got my attitude. She looks just like I did when I was younger, except her eyes are brown because of her dad. But she has my attitude. She's my twin. You could ask Tori because Tori saw her. She's sassy, and she's my twin. Like, everything except the eyes and the lips, because I have bigger lips than her. She took her daddy's lips and eyes. But no, Biggie, functional training, yes, in the point of not hurting and working around my injuries. Outside of that, aesthetic goals. The goal I've had when I started posting the stuff with One Up Nutrition, my ultimate goal is I do want to compete in bodybuilding. I am certified as a bodybuilding coach, and I want to, have under my belt, I walk the walk and I talk the talk. But also, no, Bama, she puts that because you know how people are here. It's the Wild Wild West, and people think they could do what they want. Like, before you came in, there was a dude named Kratos that came in and told me to shake my ass. I said, no, I hid him from the chat, and Tori hid him from my channel. You know how people are. But, let me pin that. But, back to you, Biggie. I wanted to compete in bodybuilding. I love it. I love, if it's done wrong, yes, it creates hormone imbalances. It can create things. And while I was on hiatus, not just from social media, but from working out because of the health issues, with my asthma acting up in my lower back, I've worked on my relationship with food. That way, whenever I do an actual prep, I am good, you know? And I want to work with FMG. I want to compete in that federation. I love what it stands for. So right now, the next year to year and a half will be towards, yes, no steroids, no, like, my thing is, if you do that, great. But in FMG, I don't think they test for it, but it's obvious when you are and when you're not. And yes, I'm going to stay natural. The only supplements I'm going to take is the same things I took before. BCAAs, protein powder, L-carnitine if I need it, pre-workout. And greens if I need it. Tori's mad. I could tell from what she read, what she wrote. She's not happy with. I know who, but so the supplements, creatine will be for my building phases. I might do it when I lose weight. I do a lot of research into what I do. My specific supplements I get from One Up Nutrition. I need to see if my code even still works, because I had a code a long time ago, but I used their stuff before. Let me say this. Yes, even though I have a code with them that I haven't advertised in a long ass time, I love their products. I've been using their products since 2015. And I love all their products. I test it out before I do that. But, like, I legit use it. I cannot tell you how much money I spent on it. If I do, it's probably going to scare me if I total up how much money I've spent on supplements. But creatine, I cycle off and on, like all supplements, pre-workout, because I drink coffee on top of pre-workout. I'm careful with it because caffeine withdrawals fucking suck. But also, I don't want to have to drink like 3 of these and 2 pre-workout shakes just to equal what I used to at the beginning. So I cycle off and on, and it sucks when I do that, but I do it so that I'm not having to take more and more and more to get the same effect. Because there was one point I did an energy drink, 2 cups of coffee, and a pre-workout shake throughout the day. One day. And I was still like, this isn't enough. And I was like, that's not good. It was when Bang Energy was like everywhere, and it was the champagne flavor. I don't know where that is. That and the root beer flavor. I can't find those 2 anymore. But those were my 2 flavors that I would always go between. But, like I say in the video, okay, my split, I will say here, but like the actual program that I wrote will be in my membership, as well as progress pictures, measurements, the screenshot of what my scale shows, since I have it on my phone. Like, it shows fat-free mass, bone mass, and all that. I will not everything will be over there. But I will do workout videos, what's in my gym bag, what I eat. But what I eat in a day, correct me if I'm wrong. I have to go back and watch that video because I haven't watched it in 7 years. I don't think I've ever mentioned calories. But my split, 3 lower bodies, 3 lower body days, 2 upper body days. But on the lower body, I also do core work. And I do that before I work out, but I do all the lower bodies are glute focused. Although I do incorporate quads and hams. And then 2 upper body days. And then 1 full body. And the full body is equally split between the two. Yeah, and then I have a rest day, but like the full body is very low impact. And then I do 1 list cardio day, so that's just me walking. So I do that on the upper body first day, and then the second upper body I do a HIIT cardio. Like, and I separate the two. I don't do them together. Like, I work out in the mornings. Right when I wake up, I work out. That's kind of why this is pushed so far back. I work out, shower, come on here. Well, I didn't shower yet because I was messing with my kid. But, yeah, I do them in the mornings. That's when I have the most energy. And I'm drinking coffee anyways. So I could swap out my coffee for pre-workout if it's a heavier day. But nutrition-wise, I'm in maintenance. But I'm the higher end of maintenance because I want to... I'm in maintenance right now. And I'm going to explain why. Nutrition... And that's all I'm ever going to say. Like, I'm never going to talk my calories on here. I'm in maintenance right now because I want to see where my weight's going to be at in terms of training. You know, like what weight's going to be here, how much am I lifting? And adding that movement, I want to see where the data points are for how my body feels, my biofeedback. And then once I have that, then I'll do that for like 8 weeks. And then from there, we'll see if I'm gonna build, which is most likely going to be the case. For this next year, I'm going to build for like 24 weeks, and then I'll do like a 12-week cut, and then I'll go back to building. Because I want a nice, solid base, and I'm going to spend the next 1.5 to 2 years building my base for when I do. I'll do a mock prep to see how I feel, and then if I feel like I want to continue to build, I will do that, and then I'll cut and do my prep. So that's the game plan. I kind of outlined it, but for the next 1.5 to 2 years, I have all my programs written and mapped out. That's one of the bright sides of, but my core, my shoulders, and my glutes are my 3 main focal points. Because when I do compete, it's either going to be bikini or bikini athletic. If I end up showing more striations, it depends on how cut I'm going to be in, then I'll go in there. But right now, that's what I'm aiming towards. We'll see how much muscles and striations, and if that's the point, then I'll whatever I look like when I go to register, that's what it will be at. But right now, bikini is more stronger where I go because I haven't been lean enough to tell. And it'll be bikini. But I say bikini athletic because sometimes my legs show a lot more striations than my upper body. It'll just depend when I go to register for that. But that's like 2-3 years away, so I'm not really worried about it right now. But my what I eat in a day will be for that day. It won't be this is what I eat all the time. As of right now. And then occasionally I'll show throughout my workouts, explain what I'm doing, what's in my gym bags. But as far as the actual program, it'll be in my membership. Pictures will be in my membership. And all the data points I use, like measurements and what I see on my scale, as long as I consistently use that one scale, I'm fine. But, those I don't trust 100% because sometimes I could always get it wrong. And if I do that and then I do an in-body, it can be fluctuated a little bit. But I've been using active error scales for a long time. I have data points from my watch. So, and I have to say this, from coach perspective as well as personal, on this channel will only be personal, my personal input and my personal journey. Weight should only be a data point, because you could get on your scale, even if it's one of those fancy ones like mine. I got $30 off Amazon, but it shows fat mass, muscle mass, body age, visceral fat and all that, BMI, body fat percentage. Body fat percentage I don't really pay attention to because it's all based off of an old ass scale that shouldn't even be referenced right now. At today's time versus, because it was like 18th century white men. And it's like, we're clearly not there. I base it off how I feel and how I look, because what's funny is I have my weight recorded from the last 2019 story that I actually posted. Like the date that I posted it, I have that weight and all the information from there. I am where I'm at then, and I look drastically different. Like I'm same weight, but I look like I wouldn't be. So it's funny to me. But it's going to be called Gym Fit. As far as the logo, everybody in my membership gets to decide, and then when I upload it, it'll be there. By the time I upload it, I'll have a few other videos already recorded for it. So, there's that. And occasionally, like, maybe I'll do a Gym Fit live on here. I don't know yet. So, yeah. It's mainly the bone density. It's very easy. It's easy for me to do. I've worked out with nails. I've worked out without nails. It's all about how I go in. Although my grip does change. So, obviously, instead of that, I'm doing that. And my thumb just changes. But I find it easy. I just gotta go slow when I go to get it, because this is really glued on and it could fuck up my nail and take off my entire nail bed. But, I mean, if you notice how you grip stuff when you work out anyways, it's the same thing. I'm just not curving my fingers all the way in. It's staying right here. And it doesn't really affect it. Surprisingly, you'll be surprised. But a lot of girls with fake nails can say the same thing. It doesn't really change the grip. Instead of curving in, that's about all that changes. I don't know if you could see it because my nails kind of blend into the background, but my nails, instead of curving in, obviously I can't, it goes like this. And then my thumb will either go on this side of the bar or this side of the bar. And I'm still able to grip it just the same, like with a dumbbell, with a band, with body weight, whatever. It doesn't really change anything unless I need to do that. Then obviously I can't, but I'm able to do that. And then when I go to pick up a weight plate that's on the floor, because I put it down for like hip thrust, I'll put one down and then I'll put the bar with the weight on top of it to hold it in place. I use my thumb and I pick it up and then I use both hands. Like I'll take it like this and then I'll use my other hand and kind of push it up and then I'll grab the plate. And I use the pads of my fingers versus my nails. I hope that helped you. Let's see. I gotta go back to my green screen now. Okay. So, yeah. The points I look at is, because again, it's data for me. Yes, look at the weight. And then visceral fats, what's on your stomach regardless. So I don't look at that. Fat mass, muscle mass, and then like I will even subtract the muscle mass from the weight just to see if it adds up to fat mass. Because if you subtract, it should tell you what's left. And then I will have my hydration goal in there, my sleep goal in there, my step goal, and cardio, which right now is 2 times a week. Typically, to even get to 10,000 steps, I will walk 10,000 and then I'll do cardio, which is just walking again for me. But a lot of things won't ever be completely accurate when it comes to weight because, like, your body fluctuates throughout the week, especially if you're a woman and your body fluctuates with how much water it's holding time of the month because your body will hold more water. Also, stress, with your cortisol levels, can impact how you're holding your stuff. But I will have water, sleep, step, cardio, as well as the actual program in my membership, as well as the actual program. As well as my progress pictures. I am putting it in my membership. It will be in a grid. Top one will be me with the outfit I have on, which is generally either shirt and pants or top and shorts. And then me in a bikini, but I don't know where my bikini went. So right now it's just me in a crop top and shorts. So there's that. Because the swimsuit I have is a one piece. I don't know where my bikini went for that. To do this. Ain't no motherfucker in this world could do it like me. You don't have to. So, let's see. Yeah. It feels so much later. Test me on bodybuilding. I believe that. Well, I could. Bodybuilding, to me, I'm not going to ask you questions or test you on it because really, truly, it's a different thing for everybody. And like, everybody goes through building phases and cutting phases. I mean, I look at me being pregnant as a building phase because of what I've what my body went through for pregnancy to create the human being. But it's everybody's personal journey, hence why on my page it's my personal journey. Just it's been around for years. Just you have to do it right. Like, I'm sure I could ask you a question about what's three muscles in the glutes. What's it connected to? What do you work for this, that, and the other? But there's many ways to do those. But I could ask you, what makes a fit? This is personal. What, in your opinion, are 3 exercises that you have to do to have a very efficient glute workout? There's 3 to make an effective one. If you have one of each, you're hitting all 3 in one workout. And I'm not talking about accessory workouts. But what do those do? Because you could do those, but you could also do other things that perform the same movement patterns. I'm talking about movement patterns, not exercises. Because like I said, those 3 you could use, but you could also use other exercise swaps. This has turned into a completely different talk, but you know. I will tell you after you answer. Regardless of the level that person works out, like training level, whether beginner, intermediate, advanced, lifter, injuries, regardless of all that, you don't necessarily need to squat, because the last year of working out that I did all the progress pictures for, I didn't do a barbell squat. But a hinge motion, a bridge, and an abduction. No, abduction would be more dessert. But a bridge, a hinge, and a knee dominant. Hip dominant, knee dominant, and then stuff like that. Abduction is like dessert, but it helps. Because you're targeting all 3 muscles in the glute. Which is your maximus, medius, and minimus. See, pushback, it's more... You need a thrust, a hinge, abduction, bridging. Because, like, I could do, instead of a regular squat, instead of a barbell squat, I could do... One of my first certifications after being a certified personal trainer to do anything in general, I am certified as a glute specialist, a bodybuilding specialist, transformation, weight loss, exercise recovery, corrective exercise specialist, nutritionist, specific nutrition, mindset, strength and conditioning, and that's a few of them. But, like, your shelf is the top of your ass. That's the minimus. Medius is what you would call your side butt. Maximus is the largest and it's at the bottom. But like, you don't have to do a barbell squat. You can do a Bulgarian split squat, reverse lunges. You can do. See, I don't like box squat, and people do that to like help learn to lift, which is fine. Um, there's hip thrust, there's cast glute bridges, there's regular glute bridges that you do with your back on the floor. There's dead stop, there's full stop, there's RDLs, there's also conventional deadlifts, which I prefer RDLs too. But I like the conventional deadlifts. Um, so And I mean, if you hit all three, you hit the lunge. Well, you don't have to do a lunge. That's more of an accessory lift. But thrusting, bridging, which is hip dominant. And then, yeah, you could do squats. Something knee dominant. You could do lunges. You could do squats. I like Bulgarian split squats over a regular squat. They suck. Don't get me wrong. They suck. But I'd rather that. um, and I'll do that over a barbell squat most of the time. Or I'll do a deficit squat with a dumbbell, or I'll do a straddle lift. There's Good Mornings is the same as I studied, and like in my downtime when I read, I either read mindset or I read lifting. The first ever book I read was by Brett Contreras, Strong Curves, and I've done his workouts to do it. And then the Glute Lab is the book that kind of exploded his name to be a household name over COVID. A coach besides Brett Contreras would be Coach Carroll. He's in Australia. His fiance is Lauren Simpson. She was 2018 world champion, and what I love about her is she not only won that year as a bikini competitor, she also fucking did powerlifting 8 weeks before. Like, she bulked heavily for the powerlifting competition, and then in 8 weeks shredded all that and won world champion. And I was like, I remember watching her as it happened, like as the videos were coming out. And I was like, whoa. Like, not a lot of people know this fitness side of me, because I just keep it to myself, and those that I actually see in my day-to-day, they know, like, I'm a fitness nut. And what started all of this was because of my injury with my back and how I could work around it and what can improve it. And I went all in. And when I research, like I've said it many times, I have a whole ass browser dedicated to research and shit. And that's how I found that book. I have a few books on my Kindle. Hang on, I'm gonna turn off the green screen. I might do, like, every now and again a fitness live so that y'all could do that. We could just talk that. That's what this is turning into. Can you come on? I have... Can you go back to that title, please? I have Becoming a Supple Leopard. The Ultimate Guide to Resolving Pain, Preventing Injury, and Optimizing Athletic Performance by Dr. Kelly Scarlett with Glenn Cardoza. I have the Kindle version of it, because the actual book I heard is like a weight of its own because it's so thick. But I have... This is the cover of it. Glute Lab, the art and science of Strength and Physique Training by Brett Contreras and Glenn Cardoza. And I read the scholar papers that they put out too. And then this is the first book I've ever read by him, by Brett Contreras, as well as this the first book that really, I remember buying this when COVID happened. This is the first book that I've read by him, but that really got me into, well, let me try this. This might actually help my back, but I've been doing this since 2015, and I've been working out since 15, 16. But Strong Curves, A Woman's Guide to Building a better butt and body. Even though it's for women, it does talk a lot about glute training and how a man can do it too. But that's more so geared towards women, but because a lot of women like it, but he also does train men too. And even though, again, it does say a woman's guide, it can help a dude. And then this book, okay, I need to go all the way to the beginning. Why are you not there? I got this book from him, Bodyweight Strength Training and Anatomy. Like, it shows the different muscles you work during a thing, how to plan your program, body weight challenge, chest, neck, shoulders, core, all the things. And then I have Charles Glass. I have the Ultimate Nutrition Bible that talks about every single diet and like pros, cons to it, how to build your own thing, stuff like that. And I think it talks about like create the perfect diet that fits your lifestyles, goals, and genetics, since diets are not one size fits all, from sick to superhuman. And that's just what I have on my Kindle. That's not even all the scholar papers that they put. That's not all the journals that they write for academic journals. That's just a small little piece. Yes, you may know me from beauty, but fitness is a whole different side of me. I have multiple sides. I am mom, I am beauty, I am fitness, I am friend, you know, I'm a whole bunch of things. But let's see, do I have, okay, there's that. But I even have like downloaded the textbooks that I used for my certifications. And I went to ISSA online. That way I could take care of my kid. What I did go to actual, like, in-person college for was I was going to be a lawyer. Then I got pregnant and I realized the people that I was going to go after, I was going to make a lot of enemies. And knowing from my dad, who made a lot of enemies doing his job, I didn't want that around my kid. So I went to cosmetology. From there, it was fine. It was great. But then I fell in love with fitness. And I wanted... my ass, when I get into something and I'm passionate enough about it, because it was like my passion to make me feel good. And beauty was my passion, but also my job. Like, I was a makeup stylist, a hairstylist. I did nails. Not gel. This is gel. But I went to Aveda, so it was like natural nails. And I was like, I want to know more about this fitness, especially if it can help me with my injury. Well, my ass ended up signing up. Why not? And enough people that I was doing it, they're like, you can be certified and actually help me professionally. And it was enough people that said that, I said, why not? So I did ISSA since I was a single mom and her dad moved. Like, he's still there for her, but he moved. So I did it online so I could take care of her and do that. But I also, I'm the type to also support other coaches, but also I do my research to improve my craft. Like, I attended courses by other trainers, learned their methods, and incorporated the elements I liked from theirs into my own coaching. I brought. What are you doing?
Where's my tablet?
You're not getting it right now. Go.
Mm-hmm.
I have programs from Coach Mark Carroll on my tablet. I have programs from another coach that's from Texas. I have hers. And if I like their methods, I put it in. I also actually do them to see if I liked it for myself, or have in the back of my mind, hey, maybe this kind of program work will work for somebody that needs it. You know? Put it on the floor. Go. I'm sorry about that. Had to be mom for a second. But, yeah. I went to... That's why I asked you, like you said, if you put your head in something. When I do school, I do it like right now. I have 4 certifications. That's 6 months courses through ISSA. One is group training. One is, because I have 4 I'm doing right now, and then I have a mindset course that's right after. That's 6 months long as well. Like, I have 6 months to complete it. It's self-paced. I can finish it in a week if I want to, and I've done it before. But I have 6 months to complete it. Like, it's the entire book, everything. Like, with school excelling, do I like it? Yes. And it's also like, oh, I didn't think to do this. Or like with beauty, I still do that with beauty, even though fitness is a thing. Like, I'll look at something, or like with gel, I educate myself on it. Every little question I have, I go research, and I'll look up like 4 or 5 sources on it. Like, I have the all the study guides and textbooks for ISSA, and they're all in little folders up here. Like, I organize the shit. I have health coaching, bodybuilding, corrective specialist, glute specialist, health coach, nutrition, online strength and conditioning, transformation, weight specialist, well, weight management. I misspelled that. And then I have a few other courses, like group. Hold on. I do know how to cook. And the thing is with me, I'll do it by the recipe the first time. And then, like, after that, I will still tweak it to make it exactly how I like it. Because sometimes it's not spicy enough. Or sometimes I want to try it with this. Or sometimes I want to try it with this and substitute something. And my kid likes to do it from scratch. Like, I've said it before. I can't remember when I've said it, but I've said it recently. Like, because I started her off on that because that's how we got her. Even though she was still watching the show, it was food related, and it kept her eating versus just playing with her food. And now, when we cook, she wants to make it from scratch. Now, pasta we already tried, and that's a no-go. It's messy, and she's like halfway through, yeah, I'm done with this. Because pasta's so finicky for her, and it's It's like it senses your anxiety. It's kind of like eyeliner for a girl. It senses the fear, it senses the anxiety, and it will show very easy. So it's very, so yeah, it's very, I am. But I got a bubble and it itches. I'm not scratching it to make a sore, I promise. Every now and again, I'll do a gym fit live or something and we could talk about it, which is kind of what this coffee talk turned into. But yeah, with muscle imbalances, careful. We all know what my goals are now, and even in the video it will show. But yeah, I am excited for all of you to be on this journey with me. For sure, the next year and a half to 2 years, it will be like building up my strength and forming my base the way I want it. So I'm excited to restart this. Like, I did the workout today, and I was looking at pictures from myself before, and I was like, I'm so fucking excited. Because I know, and people, I find it funny when people say that, like, if she wants it, I mean, it's going to be in the membership. So, and she's part of it. If she wants to do it, she can follow along. If not, whatever. But the first program I'm putting in the membership is a bands and body weight focused one. That way I could just get back into the movement patterns. And I do explain that in the video that will be posted on here. Like, I wrote it. It took me 45 minutes to do it. And that's with extended breaks. It is bands and body weights. You can add dumbbells if you feel like it, but I never put weights in there because my weights and somebody else's weights could be so different. I could be lifting heavier than somebody else, or I could be lifting way less than them. That's why I never put a weight recommendation. What I do put in the workout program is the name of the exercise, the sets, reps, tempo, and rest time. The weight selection is up to you. You could use a band there. You could use a dumbbell. If you don't have access to dumbbells, you could do the same movement with a band or body weight. And that's pretty much what I'm doing these next 8 weeks to get myself back in the movement patterns. That way when I do add weight, I have good form and I'm not hurting. And I have no pressure. Oh, I need to do this quickly and end up hurting myself again. So, well, right now is different from any other time. But I can say that I find this funny, and I want to speak on this a little bit. I'm not picking on anybody when I say this, but I find this funny whenever somebody says, I want to get back to how I was. You're not. And I say that to say this. And this is a perfect example. And I am the same weight I was in 2019, my last video that I did here. I am the same weight I was. And I have all the measurements from then. By measurements, I'm smaller than I was in 2019, measurement-wise. Weight-wise, I'm the exact same. If I show the progress pictures from then to now, I look bigger. The muscle distribution and fat distribution's going to be different. I'm never going to look like I did in that picture. I was a size 2. I am a size 8. I started this entire thing posting here, and like my first one-up challenge that I posted, and my first thing that I posted, I was a size 8. I'm a size 8 now, and I look so different than I did then. That's why I say you will never be, I want to go back to that. You will never be the same exact size and look the same. You'll look similar, but you won't look the exact same. That's my 2 cents on that. I know I will never be a size 2 again because the muscle I'm going to be putting on, even if I'm a size 4, I will look like I did then. And I've talked to another coach about it, and me and her agree on it. Maybe a weird belief that we have, I don't know, but it's been proven. Like, because she's been coaching longer than me, and she's the one that made me take that leap. Like, no, you're gonna do this. You're gonna do this. And I'm like, all right, fine. I'm not saying she held something to my head and forced me to get certified, but she was the one that convinced me to do it. And because I knew as much as her, the only difference was I wasn't certified, even though I knew, hey, now I got the credentials to back it up, and I'm going to actually compete, and that will give me further credentials behind a couple of the certifications I have. And me and her talked, and like, she's had clients that started out size 6, competed, went down to size 2, bulked, went to size 10. Looked so different from when they were a size 6. When they went to lose the weight again, they struggled to get to size 2. Even though they looked the same, clothes-wise, they were not. Because the amount of muscle they had to put on and the amount of work it took them to get to that small, that lean again, and they ended up not being a size 2. They would have had to lose a lot of muscle to get back to size 2. So that's why I laugh when people say, oh, I want to get back to how I was. You're not, because your muscle and fat distribution will not be the same. But that's just that little 2 cents. I'm about to... This coffee's not working. I woke up 6:30, went work out. And it's one of those things where I have energy, but at the same time I'm tired. And that's every time I work out, no matter what time of day it is. I'm tired, but I have energy. It's fucking weird. And the coffee's not helping. But I need to edit that video so I can put it up as like the intro. But if you're watching and you're already in my membership, I do have 4 different logos for GymFit to put in there, to pick one that will be the thumbnail for the series. Because we have one for Coffee Talk, we have one for that, and then also I will make a section that way here and there once the logo's picked for any topics you want me to talk about regarding that thing, and I will make a playlist for it and do all that. So once that logo is picked, I might put it on here as a poll to see which one anybody else likes. But as always, membership first. The membership link to join is in my description, and it's also on my channel as a link. It is ran through Patreon, and it shows all the benefits and what you get. If you want to get into a Discord to do that, you be nice. It is Emerald and Ruby gets in, and everything's over there on Patreon. But eventually I'll put it as a collection on Patreon. But again, you have to be Amethyst to access that. So there's all that. I'm about to get off so I can go back to work. And I will see you all tomorrow. Bye. Love you.